If you look at Cytonn from when we started, which was in September of 2014, our growth has been disruptive. If you look at the Cytonn project notes, it's a fund of 1.5 billion shillings. Investors sitting in this room are those who have invested with us. But if I ask you today where that money came from, it came from the banking system and it came from other asset management firms. Our growth at Seitan has been disruptive. When we started, we had a very well-publicized breakout with our former employers. I was there as well. It started, like Mainie said, with litigation. It then moved to attacks on us with the CFA Institute and the Certified Public Accountants. And then from there, it's now evolved slowly into social media attacks. If you actually look at Cytonn's growth and our positioning in the market, you'll find that our positioning in the market is threatening to a lot of established players. It's important to give the growth story of two firms over here. The first is Equity Bank. When Equity Bank 13 years ago decided that they want to change from a building society and become a commercial bank, everyone said it wouldn't work. Until last year, and even this year, if you look around, you still hear stories, oh, Equity Bank is collapsing, Equity Bank this. But today it's the largest bank in Kenya by market capitalization, and it's been a change and a leader and an innovator in the market. If you look at M-Pesa, M-Pesa, when it first started, was fought by every single banking institution, because what were they doing? They were taking transactions away from the core of the banking system and putting them on mobile. Until today, M-Pesa is fought. They have tried so hard to bring it under regulation, but they have not been able to. It's growth of disruptive players like this that usually causes the market to come out and make noise. The next question is, how do you offer your high rates? If you look today, if you have your 1 million shillings and you go to a bank, you place it on deposit, you will get 6.75%. Today, I go as a developer to borrow that same money. They tell me I'll borrow at 13.75%, but really, go on to costofcredit.co.ke. It's done by Kenya Bankers Association. If you go and check the actual cost of a loan, by the time you've put in fees, anniversary fees, all sorts of charges, you're paying close to 18.5% to 19%. So what have we done? We've cut out the middleman, and we've said, I'll go directly to you and take your 1 million shillings. You will get 18%, and I'll get money at the same rate I was going to get it from the bank anyway. If you look at that sort of a setup, where you're providing an innovative solution, number one, towards increasing rates that you can offer your investors, and number two, being able to still finance your developments without going through lengthy approval process, it causes a lot of questions in the market. But Cytonn's business model is actually very, very simple when you break it down. So a lot of this noise will come. Has it been distracting? For sure. We don't like to sit and respond to blogs that question our ethnicity, that question the agedness, that question our business model. Where the questions are legitimate around our business, our operating model, around how we execute our projects, whether our projects are continuing, we will answer them. Where the attacks are personal, we will refuse to answer them, because at that point in time, we're taking our gloves off and dipping down to the same level of those who are attacking us. In 10.4 billion Kenya shillings across 3,000 clients today, there is not one client who will come to Cytonn and tell you, I asked for my interest, I didn't get it. I gave a withdrawal, I never got my money. For us who were there at the start of Cytonn as well, we have everything invested here. Our houses are we're going to live in a Cytonn house. Our money which we make is invested in Cytonn. When we have kids, they're going to go to a Cytonn school and they're going to go to a Cytonn college. So it's important to ask yourself that those who are running this business, is their integrity right? These social media attacks will continue. Any brand that is disruptive in this market, you will continue to see attacks on the brand. But what really have we done? We're focused on execution. If today anyone has any question on any of our products, we take them to the site and explain to them what is going on. The one which has obviously dragged on very long is C2, but we were very clear from the start that this project will delay because we are in court and we are talking about the planning of the development. If you look at Newtown, it's undergoing master planning. So there's not been an investor who is not happy. There's not been an investor who doesn't get their statements on time, and there's not been an investor who hasn't been able to get their money when they want to withdraw. So we look at these social media attacks and we appreciate them. We take them, there's lessons we can learn. They're telling us we can communicate better. We were initially going to host this in a hotel. Then we said, hang on a minute, why don't we bring the investors who are investing in our projects and bring them to our sites and actually showcase to them the progress that is going on. I really hope everyone here will take time, walk around the site, and understand what it is that we are doing. But in all honesty, we're going to be as open, as transparent as possible. When the firm started, in the first year, we took out audited financials and we published them in the newspaper. We didn't have any obligation to. But for us, it's important that you know as an investor where your money is going. So we appreciate that these social media attacks, but take the time to understand, ask us any question. We will come to you, we will host a forum, we will respond in a very open and transparent manner. I really hope I've addressed the social media claims.